company, always on the run. A destiny, oh, it's the rising sun. I was born, a shotgun in my hands, behind the gun, I'll make my final stand. Yeah, and that's why they call me Bad Company.
Good evening, commanders. Welcome to the Situation Room. Today on the panel we have Anton Airlines, Roy Boy himself, Black Covenant, Sandman, and of course the Noob. Say hello, everyone.
Yellow.
Hello.
Sorry, I grabbed the wrong mouse.
It's fine.
Good evening, everybody.
How you guys all doing?
Pretty good.
Yep, just chilling. Nothing much happening.
Cool.
I'm just hanging out. For once, I get to relax and you get to do the work.
Let me bring up the release notes for today. Ah, there they are. Okay, you guys got anything else to share about the release notes already, or just want me to go over them?
Everything
No,
ready.
let him rip.
Yeah. Patch notes. Event. We got Shadow Ops Chapter 21. Oh no, Shadow Ops 21 Chapter 2. I'm not gonna read all that crap. You guys can read it at home. Starts Friday and ends Sunday. Okay. And of course, the new PvP season has started, so we can get our infamy up again. Oh boy. That's the firepower, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And I think they changed something with the bubble time. Every time you hit a tune, your bubble time will reduce by 6 hours.
No matter what the frig's in that tune. So if you hit a buggy, it's 6 hours. You hit the heavy tune, it's 6 hours off your time.
What do you all think of that? Is that good or bad or indifferent?
In my opinion, I love it. I'm going to be honest, because these guys that go into jails and they try to break out, they're going to pop early now before they can. And if your sector's doing good, they'll pop even before they get out of the jail again. So I love it.
Yes, I think it's a better move than you're in a bubble there. You can hit a million tunes and that there. You know, I think that's people wanted to get a bubble because of that.
Yeah, because now people are like sniping all day and talking big from their bubble, but now they can actually they can snipe you. Yeah, like 4 times than the bubble force.
Yep, absolutely.
Good move all round, I think.
Yeah, let's get to the content changes thing. Gear Store update 52. Oh, the Gear Store is getting another update. We are adding components for the fan favorite Nick Artemis unit. This is a great opportunity to gear up for the next season of PvP. The Gear Store is celebrating our legacy units by bringing back 70 plus components for 14 legendary units. Take this golden opportunity to complete your arsenal. Okay. What do you guys think about all that tech?
Pointless.
I mean, who's using is Titan and Sandstorm and whatever, and Legion and Phantom.
No one. But here's the thing: you still got up and comers that could really use them for clearing resource-based twos, using the drones on the Titan for distraction. Some of that stuff, I guess I can understand why they brought it back. But another thing in my head could they be trying to do some kind of upgrade to that in the future? Because let's face it, a Titan has always been a classic unit.
Oh yeah, I still have mine in the tune actually in the air.
Yeah, I still got mine.
Like I actually clean up with it sometimes. Not of course in your base rated, but in a medium level base, I clear up with it.
Yeah, well, you try that and somebody's got a sharpshooter snuck around. How's that feel?
Yeah, you have to coin the fucker. That's always nice.
It's a shame that it'd be nice if we could use our old, their Sandstorms and our Titans again, because they were one hell of a unit, and we spent months trying to upgrade them, and they're so obsolete now, so they are.
No, I agree with you. Let's be honest, though. I mean, the Classic is it is a very classy unit that we've all fought for many years. It's not just well, when it came out, I mean, it was the regular Titan, then the Elite Titan came out much later, then the tech for the Titan, then the Omega Titan, and all their techs. I mean, that unit, I would love to see some kind of kick to it again.
Yeah, I remember that day when the tech for the drones came out with the extra 6 drones on it. Like you could farm those thorium depots with the Titan all day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I of course couldn't do it. I fucked up and died every time, but that's me. I had to actually control the unit, but it was a good unit back then.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
let's quickly go over the bug fixes because this is gonna be fun. You guys ready?
Oh yeah.
Lancer! Lancer AI ignores commands and does not travel as a group. Fixed.
Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it.
Lancer sprite issue fixed. Added new sprites. I mean, they added graphics because the battle is shorter. Reduced crashing upon deploying Lancers. Anton, did you notice that or you haven't tested it yet?
Oh, I dared not, but I must try it there. I could maybe try it live there. And that there, but
Yeah,
Usually
I'll
whenever
hit you later with the Lancer and see if it crashes. Lancer stability issues fixed. And resource bases granting 0 resources upon victory. Never had that.
I can tell you this: the Lancers still do whatever the fuck they want.
I spent 4 hours testing them actually before the show. And if you put them on fist, they actually do work now. They're not run off like crazy. If you want to control one on the map, like in your base, it's still. I mean, it doesn't lock up anymore. It works, Roy, but it's 6 to 8 seconds lag after a command. So they're still broken because you can't use them. The lag is too big on them.
also the barrel has changed on the Lancers.
Yeah, that's
Have
a
you got-
sprite thing.
Yes, much shorter, much easier to hide.
Yeah, size does not matter.
That's what they tell you, Rob.
Yeah. Okay, that was the update. Let me go to the other page. I got 3 pages ready. Event PvP Season 16 briefing. Full screen. So we have a PvP event and it starts. It's already started, we're late, 21. And it lasts until October 2nd. That's great. What's new? Defense bubble reduction. To make the action on the world map more competitive and to add consequences to platoon sniping, players will now lose time of the base defense bubble. For every platoon player attack, for every player attack, be careful who you hit. Okay.
Yeah, it's a 6-hour loss.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I am excited about that because I know a particular person that'll sit there and just snipe your damn tunes all day long thinking he's funny.
You got
Now,
thousands of
sir-
players in game doing that. I'm doing it myself.
Yeah, but now, sir, now you're going to have to pay the consequences.
Yeah, it changes the way how we PvP. So you can no longer snipe for your team members and stay in your bubble.
Hello there, Skip.
Evening.
Skip. Yes.
Let's go to the next one. Wall repair time reduced. We changed the way we calculate repairs for walls. players should now see reduced repair times when repairing using gold. Okay, who on this panel actually presses the repair all button?
Depends.
Because I can remember that those were always 400-500 gold, so I didn't press them.
No, well, I've accidentally maybe pressed it a couple of times, but nothing
Yeah.
actually.
No. Anton, when you got a little buzz on, it's not an accident.
No, but it still hurts pressing a button.
Yeah, it still sucks.
Yeah. Like I haven't PvP'd yet, so I can't say how much reduction it is. But if it's cheaper now, I'm totally for it.
Well, you can try in my base and then I can do a repair all. You don't need them to see how much it's. If you want.
Yeah, maybe I can hit you later live if you want, but I'm gonna fail. So
No, I'm totally empty. I'll move everything. You don't need it just for research.
okay, true sight missile.
Skip power, yeah.
Hi guys, sorry I'm late.
Evening.
Yeah.
Please carry on.
Okay, the true sight missile. The true sight missile that spawns a beacon. The beacon will reveal all stealth units within 500 range. Players can destroy the beacon to gain cover again. Requires level 27 defense level. What do you guys think about that?
I love it because those little detonator bastards is getting when I'm getting really frustrated, I'll start fucking launching them.
Ah, that's a good one. So you're saying if you're in a platoon fight on the map, right, Roy?
Right.
And I got the
And I'm
best
getting
detonator.
frustrated and I can't find that sucker. Guess what? I'll be throwing those fuckers at them.
Yeah, because 4 missiles will cover the whole map, correct?
Yep.
And the detonator can destroy the beacon.
Nope.
They only have a range of 500.
Yeah, but don't matter. With that and Siege Squadron running around,
that's true.
I'll find you now.
Yeah, but
Right. Is it any bit better in a base? Would you actually use it in a base?
nah.
I don't know if I'll use it much in a base because most people I hit always have that
Yeah,
anti.
they'd light it up within a second anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very weak to kill. I noticed.
Because
Yeah, our crew didn't test it on PvP. There weren't enough of base testing. There weren't enough of us on last night to really try that. Throw something in, anything, to see if it would unstealth. I mean, a Sarkis. I know that sounds crazy, but I still have one. Anything just to see if it would unstealth. Not that you would find a Sarkis on the base, but we did test it extensively on tunes, and I like it because it saves time. It's I'm a tune sniper. Everybody knows I'm not really very good at PvP base hitting. That's no secret.
so
Yeah, I'm not anymore either, so don't feel bad.
I fail 90% on any base I hit these days. So welcome to the club.
I think a platoon of mercenaries dropped and it's only CT will show up more yourself units and everything.
Yeah, I actually do that a lot. These hitting. Yeah.
But I think for PvP, I think it's going to be a big, for Toon Sniping, it's going to be a big advantage, as Roy was saying there.
But also in the detonator toon sniping, those merc drops really work. Or I have also used it sometimes. Like the detonator aggro's on those mercs and blows itself up. So. But yeah, the missile unstealthing, I like the idea of it. I'm definitely going to play around with that thing.
And the size is a good size. You can still have 4 Maverick, you know what I mean? Or 4 Bullseye, 2 of those.
Yeah. Okay, next one, Hex Invade. If you attack a platoon and defeat it, you can move your platoon into their space under the main setting in the player's game.
Yes.
You can now
You need
select
to
ability.
show that there to everybody there, the one.
Oh, yeah, let me actually load the game up while I do that.
Is that
Who's typing?
I think Skips is typing.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
I forgot to mute. I'm so sorry. I
Yeah,
apologize.
no control room here, so I can mute.
That's right. I forgot. I apologize. Let me mute.
Thank you. With all the Hex Invade, basically, it's a setting in game you can enable. And if you kill the toon, your platoon will go in the space there. And if you have it on, if you have the left shift pressed in, it will not do that. You can toggle it on and off with left shift. So you can use it in your advantage to block or maneuver. I'll show it in game if I load up. Ooh, 20 cores. It's in the settings here, in the gameplay. How to make
Yeah, I'm about to say your screen share is way behind today.
yeah, it's on YouTube, hè, Roy.
Oh no, it's on there now, but man, it's way behind. Whew.
That's in game. Let's close it down. Infamy drip. Oh boy. Earn infamy in between attacks. A percentage of players' infamy is dripping back to them. Only when they are unbubbled. Yeah, sorry for my speech, I'm a bit tired. So basically it's still the infamy drip as normal. If you're open and you have infamy, you get drip. The more infamy you have, the more drip you get. And Alliance PvP, they changed the classes, I see. So class A is still all members in your clan. Class B is top 100 members of your clan. And C is now top 50, but that always was like that, right?
I think so.
I think so, yes.
No, there's not really a change.
Go the one I tunes around my base if you want to snipe one of them.
Oh, yeah, we can, yeah.
It'd be great to be able to show there was a little bit of confusion about that. I've got a few PMs about it, and there's a settings tab for you can do that. So if you reread the instructions, you can either have it on all the time and then use the workaround with the shift key,
Yeah.
shift A, and then you won't move into that hex. So for those of you who are, let's just say it's the opposite. Say you go into a sector and you're lucky enough to get into, I don't know, I can name the sector, screw it. Sector 1, Sector 2, Sector 4. You know, you're going into some place and you really want to get into somebody's base. It jumped into your sector, flattened it all. He jumps back and then, you know, is surrounded by, you know, pussy tune, excuse my language, but that's what it is. You fight your way in, or you have somebody help you fight your way in. Boom, you get your heavy into their base because you immediately move into that hex. I like that idea, not that I'm a base hitter, but I like that idea because you used to have to wait for the victory screen or defeated screen or whatever, and then move your tune. Now you don't have to. But again, it's going to take some practice. I suggest everybody practice with some friendlies first, or unless you guys want to demonstrate it, which would be great.
Yeah, it should go and end on spot after it killed it. So if I hover my mouse over his base and the tune is gonna die, I can now Aki Anton, I'm hitting him straight away. So you no longer have that movement, you can just straight Aki into his base and blow him up.
Right. Again, I like it. I like the concept of it. I haven't played around with it yet, but I will. Just as
Hey
cool.
Anton, you got thorium, sure or not? There's your thorium. Did you hide your thorium? Oh, here.
How do you guys feel about the hex move? Because I know the team's interested.
Well, I like the default, whether you want to, if you're going to open a base for somebody, you want the default to be, you don't move into that space, that's great, because if you're just opening a tune, a slot, you want to get it out as quick as you can. But if
Exactly.
you want to be, that's going to be a big advantage to you.
I think so. I mean, if you get, and I can say, because that's his game name, if you have a troll come into your sector like Stuart, and the only thing he wants to do is he's heck bent on stealing, you know, especially during an event because the event jumps. That way you can surround it, and then you can have the person who gets it be ready to get it, and it'll really help. Of course, if he has that, then he might be able to get in there too. But again, I think that it makes more of a team effort instead of, you know, having somebody come along and steal your stuff. I mean, it's still going to require a team effort, but I agree with Anton. If you're opening something for someone, you're going to have that protection. Again, if we're going to continue to have open jumps for the events, which it seemed like it was very popular with everyone, at least the people that I talk to, I like that idea. So that when you have your sector drop, that was another one. We had a lot of our sector gold drop bases stolen because people got complacent, and they would jump in quietly, and the next thing you know, they knew that the bar was about to drop. They would jump in and they would go steal, a sector goal. What was the last sector goal unit? Shoot, I'm sorry, brain dead.
Shepherd.
Shepherd.
Yeah.
Yes. And they would go and say, thank you for the parts, and then jump out. So again, I think it's a good idea, and I like the idea. It saves on space. I mean, time as far as and space when people are trying to prep for other people. I like it. It's a good idea.
Yeah, I especially like it for hitting people. Like if I got the fast hookers on, right? I can quickly A-key a tune. Night Owl's detonate and my tune moves in. So while I go on the map, I can just immediately A-key him and get in.
Yeah, I can see people not complaining about having too many medals now because Top Shelf is going to become extremely more relevant. Although it is relevant now, but I can see people, like you said, having the Top Shelf hookers on.
Mhm.
You're just going to be able to get in there even faster with
Oh,
this new Hex food key.
Like as soon
It's just my
as-
opinion. Again, my opinion as a player. That's all.
Yeah, it's amazingly fast. Like as soon as your air or your owls are hitting his detonate, you can just go leave the attack and you know it's gonna kill it. And you have your finger on the A-key ready. And after you kill that, your tune will swap hex so fast to the tile. You can just immediately A-key straight in. It's like really fast attack move. I kind of like it. Any of you guys in the panel tried it already, or?
I have not been playing much, so not too much yet.
Yeah, because some players are very difficult to snipe in. They're really good protected.
I think it's those wee things that make the
This actually came out like a week ago,
yes.
and it just wasn't talked about. So I've been using it for over a week and thinking nothing of it. Other people have been, how the heck did he move so quick? And of course, Kickside ain't going to tell you about it. I ain't going to tell you either.
Yeah, I did it also in a sector I can't name, but I was trying to snipe in a big player. And they thought I had an autoclick or something running. Because their tune is so fast, it jumps the tile before they can do anything. So a lot of people will cry or not like it, but it's actually, it's intended in the game, so we all can do it.
Oh, it's intent. Yes, it's up there. You know what I mean?
If you turn it on, and if you don't want your tune to move, just hold your left shift key and he will not jump. He will not move tile. But let's go over the payout table of the infamy thingy. I think Kickstarter not changed anything for the weekly payout. Let's check. This global rank is Alliance payout global, yeah. So first is 600. You can all see it on the screen. And the individual payout is, I think, also the same. 31 blood toward in for the first. Good luck with that. 25 for the top 50. 17 for the top 500. And for most of us that are just gold 1, you get 10 blood toward like always. And 500,000 medals. I think nothing changed this month.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
No.
No, they didn't bother changing it.
No, the payout didn't change. The team members were on another podcast and confirmed that the payouts didn't change, nor did the infamy drip, although I'm sure you guys experienced the same thing some of the rest of us did the last PvP season. Occasionally the infamy drip would stop last season, and hopefully that will not happen.
Especially
this
after
time.
doing clan raids, the drip seems to stop.
It seems to be, it was random. I had a couple times when I jumped and my drip was fine, but then as soon as I would jump back home, it would stop. So,
Yeah.
But then other times I would go, I won't name the sector, to one of my favorite sectors to go to, and then jump back, and my drip was fine. So there was really no rhyme or reason. I just videoed what I could and proved what I could, and sent a ticket, sent what obviously I'm a moderator, but sent what I could to the team. But there were other people that never jumped, and it would just stop for random reasons. And again, I don't know why. I was like, "Were you hit?" It was really interesting getting all the feedback from the players. No, I haven't even been hit yet. I'm just hitting people in my own sector. And obviously, it's 0-0 or like the people adopt the 0-0 rule for Warpath. Some of those people adopt that rule for the PvP season as well.
Mhm.
So I'm not getting my grip there, but I know the reason why.
Yeah, because you have 0 infamy.
I have 0. That's a nice problem to have.
Go hit somebody.
I also haven't started yet, so I feel the pain here. Okay, Shadow Ops, let's read this out. Shadow Ops 21, Chapter 2. Keeping up with the drones. It's just another Shadow Ops phase, so you have to get a part for your Hive unit again.
Yeah.
And this time you get, what tech do you get from it?
You get the
Overseer components. Good.
Yes, I was a repeat mofo this past Shadow Ops phase. I have all my gold techs now for the Overseer, whether I need them or not.
Yeah,
Way too many bronze and way too many silvers, but I wanted to make sure I had enough gold tech, so I just kept repeating and repeating and repeating, so I'd have enough.
yeah. I got a tip for Kickstarter if they may be listening. Like, could they maybe change the way the Shadow Ops repeat works? Because after 10 repeats, I have to do a lot of bases. Like
Sorry.
really a lot. After you've done 10 restarts, it's gonna be like.
well,
Feel
I don't
your
know.
pain.
I don't know if Kickside knows, but there is a glitch going on right now. Literally, when you hit repeat, the bar disappears.
Yes.
Yes, well, I noticed.
The counter's ticking away,
Yeah.
and a lot of people are like, "Well, I guess I can't repeat," like Black Covenant did earlier. And I'm like, "No, go hit him; it'll still work." And he's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah."
And after you fill up the points required, then you can just.
And I have bad news on that part too. It gave me the first 2 points, the 16,000, but when I went to hit the third base, it didn't give me any points. And now my bar has an X on it, saying basically the timer is out.
I would definitely for that one, and I apologize because I see your real life name and I don't know if I'm allowed to use that. So what's your game name?
I don't care. Black Covenant.
Okay. So hi Black Covenant. How are you? Nice to meet you. I met you, but I didn't realize that was your real life name. Anyway, since that's what everybody else sees, I would definitely suggest that you send a ticket on that one. Most of the players, very small percentage, came to light. I think we realized it was a visual issue. I think Friday, because people were so excited about Warpath, we realized it was a video issue. Tested it. A visual issue, tested it, got the information out on forums, tried to get the information out on Discord as much as we could, and then of course the expert panel was advised as well. And then there was a detailed forum post with pictures on the steps to do that. Unfortunately, like Roy said, there were some people that got the bar and didn't know, and like he said, the timer's ticking away, so you have a short window of your repeat phase. So, which is of course shorter than the Shadow Up phase. So there were people that didn't get it and assumed that it was broken, of course, and they're busy with Warpath, and then their timer ended. So I'm not sure, Black Covenant, that's what happened to you. If it happened to you, like right in the middle.
If you can tell me how to screen share, I'll show you what it looks like.
Yeah, I can present you, no problem. Give me a second, I have to pull some stuff up. Give me one second.
No, I know exactly what you have, but it would probably take a customer support representative to live load your account to see if the timer expired or if truly you were just completely kicked out of the phase. I'm not sure how they would compensate you for that. Honestly, I don't know. Because
I just want the tech. I just want the tech from the last chest.
Yeah, from the last chest.
It gives you a full set of tech.
Yeah, it gives you a full complement of tech.
See, there's what mine does right now.
Oh, so you have the X right in the middle of it.
Yeah. And it is. I did 2 bases, and then I went to do the third. And initially, I thought it gave me part of the points, but then I realized, no, 16,000 is the first 2 bases.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it let me do the first 2, but then it didn't give me the points for the last one.
Okay.
So I went ahead and I sent in a ticket. But,
oh, so you did. Has it been
yeah,
answered?
we'll see what happens.
Okay. Good. if you want, PM me. I'm sure somewhere you can figure out how to PM me on Discord or send it to Rob or anybody else. PM me your ticket number and I'll just have somebody take a look if you'd like. It's up to
Okay.
you.
Yeah, sure.
I don't mind helping because I've only seen a few people that had the X, or they told me they had an X, but they didn't know how to do a screenshot. So now I see yours and know what it looks like. I've never experienced that, so I didn't know that that's what it looked like. So
Yeah,
thank you.
seen initially, mine was just, if you look in the bottom corner here, that's what it looked like.
Right.
And so I assumed I just was out of luck, and I was like, oh well. Then Roy said that earlier, and I was like, oh really?
Yeah.
So of course I immediately did 395s, and the third one didn't pay out. I was like, well, darn it.
Yeah, that's kind of or maybe hopefully through the ticket system, maybe they can at least give you like a compliment of whatever that chest was, whatever those. Of course, it's a random, but maybe they could give
Oh
you.
no, it's not. It's actually not completely.
no, that's
random.
right.
The,
The
the
last
final
one is-
base gives you one full set of tech plus a couple extra random ones.
You're right. I forgot.
And I don't even care about the extra random ones as long as I get the full, the one full set, because that's all I'm trying is to get enough for a full platoon.
Exactly.
And I can do that by doing just like 3 or 4 runs every week.
Yeah. Send over your ticket number and I'll see if I can send it up the chain.
Okay. Where would I message
Yeah, I'll
you?
stop
on
presenting
Discord?
you on that.
Actually, I think I might have a PM from you on Discord.
I think I have a PM on Discord with you. I'm pretty sure I do.
Let me see if I can find my stuff here.
Yeah, there you are.
Let me.
So let's go over the unique unit quickly, if you guys want to have an opinion about that.
Sure.
The Hive High Insertion Vehicle Ejector. Anton, what do you think about that thing?
What text that, sorry?
The unit, the Shadows unit.
Oh crap!
Because upcoming Sunday,
Apparently, I have to join the War Commander server again.
That's right. I got you. Never mind. I got the ticket. You changed the page. It's like I was just going to take a
Sorry, I can go back. Not a problem.
The new height.
yeah, like upcoming Sunday, we have the Elite boss base for this unit, I think.
Got it.
Have we a photograph of the base, have we?
I had it somewhere. Lyle sent it in Discord somewhere, but I didn't save it, I think.
I think most people have an idea there. It's going to be interesting to work out, but
Yeah, I forgot to save that picture. Sorry for that, but it was
no, it's fine.
it was like the Hive units in there. And it shoots drones and everything. So if you put air in, it will shoot the air drones at you, and if you put ground in, it shoots the ground drones at you. And I think you have to kill the Hive unit itself, not the whole base, but I'm not sure.
Okay, but what if you put both air and ground? Is it going to shoot one of each at you?
Yes, it will shoot
Yes. And high altitude air as well.
all. Yeah.
How often does it put out drones?
We will
Like,
understand that.
like how many at a time will it spawn?
Well, we're not sure that, but we're guessing it's similar to what a service would be. I think it's sort of that way.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been kind of curious about that.
Like that unit in the base we are fighting Sunday will not be the real unit we are getting, of course. It's just a show case.
Yeah.
It's a bit
I
like
just,
all
have,
the.
I just have to tell you, my mind, because I am who I am, went totally into the gutter when he said, "How often does it put out?" I'm sorry.
Yeah, my mind goes there too.
It was
It
just-
happens, yeah.
I was good. I promise. I was so good.
No heaven tonight for anybody. Sorry, next.
Yeah. Hey Skip, do you happen to have the picture of that Hive base saved or not?
I'm looking for it now. I don't have it saved. I don't think.
I know
So, but I'm
Lyle
looking for it.
put it on Discord a few days ago.
Yeah, I'm doing a search for it now. Yeah, you guys go ahead and I'll see if I can find the picture. I know approximately when he posted it, so I should be able to find it.
Yeah, then you can go over the base real quick and determine how we're gonna kill our shit in there. Because it's not, I don't think it's gonna be an easy unit to fight. Like everything you put in, it will counter drones at you.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if you might have to deploy, overwhelm it with one kind and then drop in another, or will it only be able to spawn one type of drone at a time, or?
Mhm. Yeah, I was
I'm
thinking
thinking-
using the Leonard. We got the Leonard hero, and he has air and ground drones. Maybe you can distract the damn thing, but
Yeah, see, that's what I'm wondering.
and then you put escorts in just to, keep firing at the thing like level 20 escorts. And when he moves back, because I heard when you damage him, he moves back in the base, more in the base. He will run away from you. So then the escorts keep firing and take the base out. If you got level 20.
Yes. As he moves, I think there's a time. As he moves back, I think that's the weak spot. I think.
Rob, I PM'd a picture. Oh,
Yeah, I see. I'll do that on the second screen
I'm
while
sorry.
Anton keeps talking.
Number one. I just called you Rob again. I'm so sorry.
It's
Like,
fine.
people don't know that that's your name.
Everybody does it to him all the time.
Let me save that somewhere.
You just change your name to it anyway and get it over and done with.
Yeah, I got it saved. Okay, let's go there to that picture thingy.
That picture, I would like to pay compliment to Nutcracker sent me that picture, by the way. I'm sorry, it's on his page, and while I was searching for it. So he's listening.
Yeah, it's kind of low res, but it's fine. It's
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, if I zoom in, there's nothing left of it, but you can see the unit here.
Yeah.
Now,
It's-
the little things next to it, is that it's drones?
Yes,
Huh.
the first line is, I think, hits infantry. The second line hits vehicles, and the third line hits air.
It'd be interesting. Maybe I could get him to tease out like a Giphy. You know what I mean? While they're testing it.
Hmm.
You see how it moves.
Wouldn't that be cool? So then you could actually see some movement, even if it's just 3 or 5 or 7 seconds of movement while they're testing it. Just something.
I
Seems
wonder
to-
how much health the drones have.
Yeah.
How hard they are to kill.
I wonder, will they be allowed to be shocked? I wonder.
Oh, the unit itself or the
That's a
drones?
That's a good
The
question.
drones. The drones.
Question.
Ooh.
I guarantee the unit itself will not be shot.
No, it's a unique. So
It's a unique, yeah. That's good. It's going to be, the drones. That's a good question. Of course, the only way we're going to find out is when we get to play with the damn thing.
And if you look closer in the base, they already anticipated the uses of Cerberus or Leonard because there's all vital turrets on those damn things.
Yes, and also there, the Romero might be handy if you can tease out the high altitude air and start shooting at them drones. Or
Yeah, those drones in the back are just air drones, correct? They're not high altitude, I hope.
Thank you
The
for
one-
mentioning about
My
the
understanding is that it's supposed to be able to hit high altitude. And
Ah,
it's supposed to put out a drone that is strictly anti-air.
so I wonder, is that drone not even there? Because will it come out separately? Will it?
well, as far as I know, the unit, the Hive, will shoot those drones at you at the target.
Yeah.
So if you put your big platoon in there, he's gonna shoot those drones at you. And you have to counter that.
Thank you for mentioning the viral turrets. Had a couple players recently, but not too much, complain to me about some of the PvE bases. What the heck, my Cerberus is taking damage, but it's not within range. A lot of the returning players don't know what a viral turret is. So
Yeah, I found that out the hard way in the Survivor token base the other day.
yeah, I would really suggest, those of you who are, in good teams, because you are, little things like that, that we regular, daily players or almost daily players who take for granted, reshare some of that information with your teammates because they don't, I don't mind sharing the information, but they don't understand it. So it's better, I'm typing, so it's better if you get, if you're getting in a hangout or you're getting on Discord or whatever to discuss that, especially with the returning players, excuse me, and the new players who see a video and they think, oh, I can do this. And they run into a viral turret and they don't know what the heck's going on. And then they send tickets. I'm not saying don't send a ticket, but it's because you got hit with a viral turret. So let's, not have to send tickets for things that if we can all.
On the Survivor token base, there's a railgun with a viral on it.
Oh my God. Tell me
Something
that.
hurt.
No comment when I took Leonard in there. No comment.
Yep, that's what I was using too. Was Leonard?
No comment.
He was not happy with me afterwards.
Oh, I wasn't
Yeah.
happy.
Or like your chopper complete drone, like I did yesterday.
I did. I got complacent. I didn't even realize that it was a viral turret. It was
Yeah,
like
see, I wasn't. I didn't even have it fully on my map. All I saw was, oh, railgun. No one puts a viral on a railgun.
Yeah, Kickside does.
Yeah.
Yep, they do.
That was the end of my Growler, was the viral turret and railguns.
Yeah.
The Growler drone used to do a great job, but ever since I put the viral in, that's the end of Growler.
But the big question of this base is like, do we have to kill the unit or the base and the unit? Because that's gonna
Oh,
be
I
a
didn't
problem.
think about that.
Yeah, see that? And that doesn't show in the picture either.
No.
Good question. It doesn't say it in the description either, does it? As many times as I've read it, I cannot remember it. Let me see.
I don't think was it just on the forum was any post of it yet. Was there?
It'll be a one-time only base, gain 14 minutes or so, around
Okay.
that time.
Let me look on the forum quickly if there's some.
And amazingly enough, I'm actually off that day this week. So I can waste my money on that one. Until I figure it out. Now I'll go, damn it, why couldn't I have done that the first time?
Here's a little clip of the unit in action. Yeah, it actually shoots drones at the incoming crab.
So they're slow moving, so they are. It seems to be slow moving.
The ones that are already out seem to be, but it fires one directly into the group too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not much info on it yet.
No.
I guess just a spoiler intel drop about it.
Shit, I forgot to mute again, didn't I?
It's
I'm
fine.
As long as we're not hearing anything god awful. All
Upcoming
we're hearing.
Master Star is not on here, so we don't have to worry about that.
Sunday,
Then that might be an issue.
and when those bases drop live, upcoming Sunday, we'll make sure we do it or a show or make a video of them.
There you go. I was going to say, I thought there was a Giphy somewhere. I couldn't remember where it
Yeah,
was.
it's on the forum.
Good.
It shows limited. It doesn't show if you have to kill the base or the unit.
I'm guessing because all the other boss bases have been killing the unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Kill the Unit.
Yeah.
I just got confirmation from Kix Braden. That is correct. You have to kill the boss in order to win.
Okay.
And that's good information, so that's important information as well. Thanks
Well,
for that.
especially if you look at the layout of the base, because it means you don't have to go back into the base if that's where it's at.
Well, here comes the problem. That the Kix Lyle spoiled that in Discord 3 days ago. The more damage you do to the unit, the more back in the base it will go.
Gotcha. In other words, your best bet is to try and kill it fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also I think his weakness is going to be whenever it's moving back. You'll be able to get a few pot shots on its fuel, I think.
Yeah, that could be.
You know what I mean? Because if it's not going to stop and reset, if it's the way the Romero basis was,
Mhm.
it was scripted. It would move to a certain spot and then move to this
Yeah.
spot and then move to that spot.
And you can always kill the hunter on the left and stuff in the flag on the right with the escort. So you get it out of the way and then you can keep following the unit back in the base.
I'm not trying to hear.
I can't tell. Is there an anti-missile bastion in there?
It's a
Don't
bit low
see
res
one.
to tell.
Shush. Don't give Kix any ideas.
Yeah.
Kix Braden, if you're listening, shush.
Yeah.
Ignore what you just heard.
Very true.
Yeah,
I think-
missile bashes cost lag. Skip it, ID. Don't put them in.
I think run your siege over that one there, the one, and see how much damage you take.
Well, there's 2 hunters in there with fusion on Anton.
Oh no, take them out first there.
Yeah, one escort can take the 2 front out and then another escort can take the back out.
and the spawner
Well,
buildings.
it kind of depends also on what's in the watchtowers there.
Yeah,
I'm
correct.
not saying you can't take it out, but you might. If you
Yeah.
unleash what's in there, you'll have to deal with that when you're trying to hit the other unit too.
Mhm. But if there's no bastion, you can always drop a Maverick on it,
Very true.
Yeah,
and then drop
That
a
was
shock.
actually the reason I asked if anybody could see a bastion or not.
Yeah, you can put an EMP on the hunter and then take it out with no damage. Or a shock missile or something. But it depends on what's in the bunkers you need, if they can shoot.
Yeah.
well, it's going to be. Do you think it's not going to be a corpus only? Looking at that, it's a corpus only base.
No, it's whatever you have. It's not.
No,
You might be limited to using strictly faction units, but as far as I know, it should be any faction.
And Entel means in the base that kicks are used only corpus.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
that's for corpus. It looks like a corpus only base.
Yeah,
So-
that can mean that there are like Artemis in the watchtowers.
Yeah,
eh?
Artemis, Drakens.
Mm.
Yeah. Spartans, and I think the spawner buildings will have to go there as well, and the airfields.
Yeah, it's a shame it not shows what unit it spawns. You can't see it on the artwork, it's too small.
Yeah.
But we'll find a way somehow. How painful it's going to be painful at the start. That's all I know.
Yeah, that's closest picture. We're gonna be fine. So, anything else we need to cover, or can we wrap it up?
I'm good.
Yeah, it's all good there. Unless anybody out in YouTube land wants to say anything.
Executioner.
Do you still need it?
No. I got people that were asking me to see if I could get Rob to show it. Show the base how to do it.
Roy, we've been over that. It's 2 weeks ago I did them.
Don't look at me. I told you. It's got you're the prime.
Let me take a
Kill the one shit.
Okay, kill the one shit. I'm gonna completely noob kill an executioner base. Give me a second.
Well, if you don't mind being patient, I might be able to do one. It's been a while.
Well,
Yeah.
let Rob try, then you try. Let's
Yeah.
see who does better.
Let me try it.
Also bring one escort. And what you do is, them anti-air things, they come spawning out after the escort, so you can get a jug shot off.
Mhm. Let me see what units I'm gonna use. Huh?
Yeah, I gotta remember.
I want my Nick.
Listen, I didn't have Nick at the time. I used a Darkstorm, Jug, 2 Lancers, Serb, and occasionally Romero. And at the end, I used Romero to
Yeah,
be
I remember the Lancer part. I actually used those.
yes, the escorts out. If you get the Jug shot timed correctly, if you go to the far right side and you get the first turret in the far right corner, and you also make sure your Jug is also firing, even though it's delayed, that second Jug shot kills the rest of the turrets and the other advancing units behind it. So even though the turret that you're aiming with your Jug, once the shot gets off, the actual splash of the shot takes out the rest and all those other units. I can do an executioner base in about a little over 2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah,
And then
don't
you
forget it's over Hangout, so it's gonna be a bit choppy for
Yeah,
you.
I'm not going to share mine. I'll prep it for you, but I'm not going to share mine. I don't want Kickside to change the bases. And then you move basically, and then, I mean, if you can visualize it inside your head, you move your heavy tune with the Darkstorm Aura over just slightly a little bit, and then you run your Romero around. Yeah, your Romero's going to take some things. So what? He needs a slap in the back of the head once in a while just for running around. And you bait the Executioner out so that it gets into the aura, and then everything, your Jug, your Nova, your Darkstorm, everything, the Lancers, they just open up. But I mean, the Lancers, I think it's like, it happens so fast. I think it might be 2 hits with 2 Lancers, and then boom, he's dead.
Yeah, here we have a fine example of an executioner base. Let me go there.
Yeah, it looks crazy train, but you don't have to bait all that stuff out from the back. I've seen a lot of videos, which were great instructional videos, but it's, I just wanted to try a few things to see if I could get into that corner. It reminds me of another base that we've done before where you could get tight into that right-hand corner and really just bait the main unit out from the center. I don't remember if it's the blackout base. I just don't remember which one it was, but you could get tight in that corner. That's before we had Lancers.
Mhm.
You could bait it out and then get it over there into that corner and then just rip it a new ass. So I figured, well, what the hell? Let me try this one because it's such a similar design. And it worked.
Okay, let me try this base without fucking my units up too much.
Spend your shit. Spend your shit.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Better you than me.
Where's my Nick? Kom, beet in de aura, kom on. Okay, where's my lancers? Let's actually find out if they actually work and not lock up.
There's your test now.
I'm clicking the target. Yeah, they fire. And I got the technical drift because I'm a noob. I need to have something to kill the railgun. And I forgot something. This one has to be taken out. How do you call it thing? The sentinel gun?
Yes, that's the tricky one there.
How do you call that thing?
Actually, if you use your Lancers, you
Yeah,
don't need
it takes it out,
you,
yeah.
you can just target it and they won't even get in range.
Correct.
It doesn't have the range to get them.
And you kill this railgun here. And the flag panels.
How are your Lancers?
But they're responding, but they're laggy. Like if I click them, it takes 3 seconds for them to do anything. Like you will see it on YouTube. I click there, it takes a long time for them to respond. Let's start it here. Okay, now is the trick with the Cerberus. I have to get all these units in the corner here. And the Nova and the Romero. And my Cerberus died already, I see. Don't know why. I never saw it dying.
The Avalanche had viral on it.
Yeah. Normally you use the Cerberus to bait the damn thing out. I'll just bait it out with the Romero. He should come now. He shot me, but that's okay. And now all the units should finish him. Uh-oh. Yeah, and he's killed. Yay. And what did I get? 4 million thorium. Oh, I don't.
I love it.
Oh. Yeah, that's the how I do the executioner base.
That's actually not a bad way of doing that there with the Romero. I never thought. So I always
I
find
took
it
a clip of the executioner. Normally I use a Cerberus for that. Like you click on the executioner, the drones go out and he follows him.
Did really well. That's fairly close. Fairly close, except I do make sure that I don't get pinged by the viral on the Overwatch. That one was one that I saw.
But you're not doing them at 1 in the morning, Skip.
But I did it pretty much the same way, and all I did was just adjust my tune just slightly a little bit more than yours, and I ran the Romero out so that the executioner would come more through the dragon's teeth and then around to my unit, but I mean, it's you did basically the exact same concept.
Yeah.
It's really not that hard to do. And yes, occasionally you do, throw Romero to pop the executioner in the ass every once in a while, and the executioner will turn towards Romero. So what if he gets dinged?
Yeah.
But the rest of your units are just going to wipe it off, and then that's the end of the base, and then boom.
Hey,
mean,
Black
you-
Covenant, if you want to show your wave, you can go full screen. You're presented.
Okay.
Then we can see the professional at work.
Yeah.
You can do worse than I did. It's impossible.
Ooh,
Oh, profit.
Hate it when it does that shit.
interesting.
Those were the wrong ones. Forgot to bring the other one.
Does that mean you're going to kill more shit because you brought the wrong stuff?
Well, the thing is, I should have brought a couple technicals to target those, the seraphs that come out.
Then end attack. Show it right.
Yeah.
Don't show it half-ass.
I use a technical drift op for that
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do too.
because the railgun doesn't fire at them.
Well, so the way I do it, the railgun never gets a chance to fire. God, I'm just a dumbass today. There we go. Let's try this again.
Did you crash in game or?
Yeah, I'm having issues.
I see. It's stuck on oh, there it goes. The screen sharing me or? Ah, there it is. Yeah. Good luck on that base. Technicals and an escort. Interesting.
That's what I do there. The escort, I lure these fellas out there. See there.
Ah,
And there you go. That's the reason why you want the profit. Very good. Well done.
Thank you.
now
Right.
we can shoot them. I
Very
like
well done. That's excellently done there. Excellent.
it. Yeah, this is next level shit.
That's very well done there. That's get out of there, or it's not.
Oh, damn it. Didn't get these ones to stay back far enough.
No, but that's free repair. That's nothing. To be honest. That's no harm to the profit at all there.
Ooh, interesting sharpshooters. Ooh, I'm intrigued. And I like it.
Yeah, this is definitely a better way than I did it.
And you see that jug shot, I mean, the splash is absolutely incredible. Sometimes if you get it just about right, you take out that other annihilator.
Oh, be careful of that one.
On Forest Road. Well done.
God damn it.
You can draw it.
I should have brought lanterns.
No, another escort there, you'll get a jug shot up there. You know, you'll draw out someone more of them anti-air.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do this time. I said normally I would actually have a freaking.
Up there, and you'll draw out.
Last time I did it, I actually used a couple of lancers, but I forgot to bring them this time.
Yeah, one lancer will do actually to kill it. Yeah.
Yeah, most of the time when I screwed up, and I call it the prophet turret. I know it has its own name, but that's what I call it. It was when I would get a blast for that prophet turret because I completely forget about it, and all of a sudden you see this big orange fireball fire across the screen. I'm like, gosh, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the upholder. I remember the upholder.
Yeah, well done, man. That's a good shot there.
Good.
Now your technical off will do that.
Yeah, or the
Okay,
escort.
yeah, that's it. Game over.
Nice.
Oh, he's shooting
Very
at you.
nice.
It's all right.
Although I forgot that little dude was still there.
Yeah, he's shooting. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just an escort. Oh, I'm liking this. I really am. What an interesting mix and ways of doing it. This is just really interesting.
No, it's a really, really good way of doing it there at the start. Right, good.
I usually do it a little better, but I forgot to freaking pull the technicals back, and so those other Seraphs didn't stay out far enough.
Exactly.
And also the Hangouts flag as well there.
Yeah.
And the millions of people watching. You know what I mean? There's pressure.
Mhm.
And this is the same way I do it for prepping. I mean, it took a while to usually have to get somebody in a hoe for prepping to teach them how
There's
to
this
then.
dumbass that's going off on his own.
I know it exactly, right?
Oh, that's why I think that was his sharpshoot, his
Yeah.
spotter.
But now you can already bait a unit into you.
No, now you can bait them with whatever.
I would use a service just to get him in and then keep following so he doesn't go for your big tune.
Oh, just watch.
You watch, she's got it.
I have a plan.
Are you gonna pulverize it?
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Good night.
Oh, nice.
Well done. That's awesome.
Swear to God.
Wow, that end, I did not expect that. That was pretty
That was
smooth.
good, yeah.
That was smooth.
Yeah,
Very, very.
you have to use your Darkstorm to move in slowly, like a little. If you have to click 10 times to get it to where it moves,
Mhm.
but you do it just in increments, so you don't go past it and draw other fire.
That was well done.
Nice.
And now we'll see my repair time. It shouldn't be too bad. The escort is one I don't normally take that much damage. Normally the escort's free repair, but
That's what's maybe.
I goofed on that.
We'll be there, you know what I mean? That's about it.
And the good thing is that those who are watching while we're looking at your repair time.
So 17 minutes there, and nothing on my main platoon.
That's awesome.
That's brilliant.
That's awesome. I think it
If I
shows
escort.
anybody who watches the show later, somebody
What's on
who's
the
prepping for somebody, they can watch the show, and then the person who's coming into prep can make sure that it's cleaned out enough. And then the person who's coming in to receive their gift of someone who prepped for them will be better able to bait.
Is that a one hit only base?
No. You can actually prep.
No,
for
that one you
people.
can hit as many times as you need.
Yeah, I prepped before for other people. You can do that.
And just so you know, you can do that on either side. It's just whatever your preference is.
I almost go right side. Just because I'm right. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, there's all the
I did it one day and fucked up on that right hand side, and so I had to go on the left and worked on the left too.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a mouse thing or what, because I mean, there's all these conspiracy theories. Oh, the left side's always harder. And then I thought, what the hell? I'll try it from the left side. And I could pretty much do the same thing on the left side. It just took me longer. But you're right.
Yeah, let me stop presenting him if I can find a button for that.
Find the button.
Yeah, so many things up. And I see Dobba Phoenix join the show. Welcome, sir.
oh, stop there. Never heard him.
Yeah, he's quiet. He's watering his cat.
Yeah, he's muted at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
And like I said, you can do that, and you don't even have to have the escort repair. If you do it right, the escort should be either free repair or no damage.
Yeah, I clipped my Romero, so I'm facing probably a few hours, but normally I do them with almost no repair if the service works.
Yeah, I actually did all those ones with pretty much instant or no repairs when I was
Yeah,
doing
I
them.
got 2.5 hours.
I think one of them I took like 30 minutes because I screwed up.
Yeah, my service got killed, and the Romero's not bad, it's just one bar.
Rob,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to pop off for dinner because it's 7 o'clock here. So, and I have an early morning meeting tomorrow, so I want to get to bed early.
can we have your shout outs then, Skip?
I just want to kind of like public PSA, public service announcements, but I mean Dov is here, so I mean he could share as well. But for those of you who need customer support more often during the day and occasionally on the weekends, you should notice if you will join the Discord team. I'm not saying you have to. If you don't understand how the Work Commander Discord works, get with somebody who does and make sure you get an invite. There is the community team, and most of the customer support representatives have a CS before their name. You will see them interacting more with the community and trying to help as much as possible. So please bear with them as they try to assist you in Discord, as opposed to, even if you've sent a ticket, bear with them because they're going to try to be a little bit more active within the community and on the Discord channel, especially for those of you that have the odd one-off thing that nobody else is experiencing and you're wondering, why isn't anybody listening to me? It happens. So the famous thing that happens to me is why I can't use any spec op that has anything to do with extra resource generation like Jumbo Jet or the 18-wheeler. I can't remember what the other one's called. It makes my oil go backwards.
Deuce and a half.
Yes, deuce and a half. Thank you. It makes my oil go backwards. So who knows when that happened? That was back to CM Sulaco days. It was just basically they sent me a Jumbo Jet and said try it again, and it went oil go backwards, and I was way in the negative. So who knows what happened at what time during what maintenance? But my base, for some reason, is permanently food barred, and I can't use those. I don't need them, but my point is that if you think that there's something unique that's happened to your base, and someone says to you, well, we don't see that happening anyplace else, or I haven't heard of that, please get with a moderator, and in case we have heard about it, maybe ping one of the CS agents if you see that their green light is on and say, hey, I sent in a ticket about this, but I don't understand, what happened. Can you maybe explain? Don't be afraid to reach out to them. Please don't, slam them with things. But if you feel like you're not getting the response, I guess is what I want to say, from the community and from maybe the team, then feel free to reach out or just ping it in the bug room and ping one of them in the bug room. Now, mind you, they're not sitting, even if their light's on, they're not sitting there staring at their screen like some of the rest of us are. They're looking at Discord all day long.
They might actually have lives, you're saying.
Yes. Well,
Gotcha.
yes, but you're going to see more people. You're going to see more of them probably over the weekends. And I'm definitely appreciative of that because it's really hard, especially if we know, like what happened with the Shadow Ops this time. It was a visual issue. I was so grateful and thankful for the team members, especially CS Wolf and CF Kaylee, that jumped in, grabbed those people that were in Discord, got in a PM with them, and explained to them what the steps were, and then eventually we put a forum link together with pictures and the whole 9 yards, and boom, we got people to progress in their Shadow Ops. And really, that's really what it's all about. We want people to have fun, get what they need, and not have to sit and wait for a ticket response when we knew it was a visual issue. There isn't anything wrong with the game, but it was a visual issue, but it still could cause any one of you to miss out on your opportunity to complete Shadow Ops. So look for that, please. From my personal request, please don't abuse that privilege. I think it's wonderful that the team is doing that, but please, try to be respectful and not overload them with a lot of PMs. Ping them in the bug report room. If you see them in general, you say, you see one of the CS agents talking to another player, put at Kaylee, CS Kaylee, can I please PM you? And wait for the response. I think you guys will be pleasantly pleased with that. Even if you already have a ticket in, they will still reach out to you and say, sure, what's your ticket number? And again, please don't share that in the general room. Share that in a PM. And then let them get in there and find out what's going on and get it fixed for you. Ultimately, the team wants you to play the game and have fun, whether you coin or not. Okay? So that's my biggest PSA. I hope you guys are having fun and enjoying. If you're not, if you feel harassed in any way other than what's going on in global, I have no comment for that. If you feel harassed in any way, please do fill out the harassment form. There is somebody who takes care of that every day. If you don't feel like your ticket's being answered in a timely fashion, please reach out to a moderator because we understand what the ticket volumes are. We will know ahead of time if the ticket volumes are really high. But sometimes we might have the answer for you before they get a chance to get the answer out to you. And we can tell you a workaround in the process while you're waiting for your ticket to be answered. So again, the team is here for you if you need them. The moderator team is here for you. And if you don't see my light on, I might be working in real life and I turn my light off. So ping me in Discord. If I don't answer you within 10 or 20 minutes, then I literally am away from the keyboard. So
Hey, Skipjack, I've got a request on my PM that's asking you to look at the YouTube chat.
to look, oh my God, am I in trouble?
No, it looks like he's got a question for you.
Oh, sure. Sorry, I didn't have it open. Give me a
No
second.
worries. I didn't notice the request until just now. I happened to look at my group chat and I was like, oh.
Skip you dirty. I need help. Stuff never repairs or switches to another repair. I have multiple tickets for the same thing. Master Scar, is it just your air? Because there is a glitch with the air that it does do that. I can't quite explain it 100% because it doesn't happen to me. So,
All right, Con.
I need to put myself. Master Scar, if you're on Discord, reach out to me on Discord. Just send me a PM or send me. Oh no, okay, it's not just your air. Okay, reach out to me on Discord if you don't mind. Hopefully you are on Discord. Reach out to me in Discord and just give me a few of your deets and I'll take a look at it. If you have some screenshots, that would be great. Obviously, if you had video, that would be wonderful. Oh, it's happening on your heavy tune as well. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, definitely send me a PM and we can chat about it and I'll see if I can figure out what's going on. And if you, okay, awesome. And you did say you have sent multiple tickets on it for the same thing. Okay, we can discuss about your ticket history as well. And if I can't help you, I'm sure we can get Dalva to do it for you. Just teasing. All right, I'm going to pop off for dinner. Is there anything else anybody might want to ask me that I could ask the team really quick? Is there any?
Lotto numbers, please.
Yeah. I think they can always reach you on Discord, Skip. You're doing an awesome job there.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. And actually, you've helped, quite a few players there, not there tonight, there alone there, so that's a massive success there. And also, for working so hard. Many years you've been trying to get community support more active as such, and you found maybe a way or a platform to get them, and maybe the replies to the tickets mightn't be so toxic in future and things will work smoother and faster maybe.
Thank you. Yes. And ultimately, I know it seems like I'm being, hey, don't send a ticket on that because that's not an issue. It's not because I don't want you to send a ticket. It's because why overflow the ticket system when there are people that have, when I say legitimate issues, but issues that really are game related, like with the Shadow Op issues. When I said to people, please don't send a ticket, here's the workaround. And the reason why I said that is because the high ticket volume, there are other people that have tickets that are not Shadow Ops related. You understand what I'm trying to say? So whenever we have this, something that happens that's very big, like when you were jumping, people were losing honor, or when you were jumping, you were losing infamy. Boom, the ticket volume goes up crazy. But if we find out that it's just a visual issue and there's a workaround for that, we would rather get you the answer and say, please share with your team members and tell them not to send a ticket Because why overload the ticket system? Because then you may actually have a legitimate issue that, like this gentleman that has issues with his tunes not repairing correctly, or it's skipping to another tune when it should not be. If he selects a tune to repair, that tune should stay repairing. Obviously other than air, because you can still use your air while it's repairing. It's not that I'm like bullying the community to tell you not to do it. I'm trying to help the community so that there isn't a longer response time to any ticket, if that makes any sense. But first and foremost, my biggest shout out is I have always said that I would come on any show that I was invited to in a, obviously a constructive, friendly manner. And I was invited. I have been on the Situation Room before. When Roy first started, I was on the Situation Room. I've got a lot of PMs in the last 20 minutes going, I can't believe you're on the Situation Room. Okay, go back to the history of the Situation Room if you are subscribed. I have been on Roy's shows before. But I want to thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to come on the show. I've always said that I would, if you would have me, and here I am. And I would like to.
First of all, I'm retired. Rob's in charge now. I'm retired.
But you know what, Roy? I retired from producing too, and I promise you, I think this is sort of like the earliest part of your retirement. You're really going to enjoy it. I'm enjoying it. So I hope you will enjoy your retirement as well. You're still participating, you're still playing. And
I enjoy it the most watching him set up the shows and trying to get the links out, and I just laugh, and he stopped laughing at me. I
know. Because they've made it so difficult for us to produce shows anymore. And that's not why I retired, by the way. But I am helping other people. That one time when you had difficulty and Rob's like, please help us, it's like, and you and I got together, we got in a hangout. This is what you need to do X, Y, and Z, and then boom, get your show up. It's like you have people who expect to see your show. There's people who follow your show. There's people who follow the other shows. It doesn't matter. As long as the community is served, what difference does it make whose show that you watch? And that's really always been my philosophy. And it's one of the reasons why I got out of producing. So everybody that has ever invited me into their shows, they have invited me as a player first, but I don't mind answering questions as a moderator if need be. So if you have any questions later after the show's over, feel free to ping me on Discord, ping Daba. Daba knows the same information that I do. I have the golden opportunity of working from home. Daba must go out into the real world for his real life job before he comes back. He's East Coast as well as I am. Again, if you don't get an answer from one of us within 10 or 20 minutes or so, then grab another moderator. It doesn't matter which one, just grab one. Except for Tori, please, because he's really busy with the wiki. Yes, he's a moderator, but we really need him to be a moderator so he can keep that wiki going, because he saves my life with information because I use the wiki every single day. So
I hate to interrupt, ladies and gentlemen, but I have to run.
I have to run as well, so it was good to see you. And
Rob, good show. Thanks everybody for coming out. Skip Jack, nice to see it. I'm out of here, guys. I'm sorry, I gotta really run.
Yeah, thank you for your shout out, Roy, and see you next time.
Yeah, see you next time.
have a great night. I'm going to run too. Again, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
You guys did a great job. And again, if there's any questions that you guys have later, feel free to PM them to me. If you want to add it to the page or what have you, you can. But you have Daba here now. So anything that you need that's moderator related, I'm sure Daba would be able to fill you in 100%. So again, thank you for having me. Thank you for everybody who came out on YouTube. I'm sorry I wasn't watching the YouTube. And that's it. Thank you, Rob, for inviting me. Thank you, Anton, also for encouraging me to show up. And here I am. And I'm going to say goodnight.
Thank
Perfect
you.
job. Skip Jack. You take care.
Thank you.
Okay, let's do the other shout outs because I also want to wrap it up, guys. It's almost 1:30 in the morning. Anton, you got any shout outs for YouTube?
Again, thank you very much for the. It's been a while since I've been on a show and that there. Thank you very much for the invite. You, behind the scenes there, to Roy as well there for all he's done and that, and all the other shows and that there. Shout out YouTube land, everybody that's watching. Again, anybody who wants to join the panel or has any good ideas for tips and tips for bases, come and join the squad. Any squad. And another shout out there is to a returning player there is Shadow Killer there. It's good to see him back playing the game there. He's one of the main reasons why I'm still playing the game. So, thank you everybody, and take care, stay safe everybody.
Thank you, Anton. Black Covenant, you got any shout outs, sir?
Just shout out to YouTube, shout out to the panel. I hope everybody has a wonderful night. Enjoy their game.
Thank you, sir. Sandman, you're still on? I think we lost him. Dobber Phoenix, are you still on?
Yeah.
Can we have a shout out?
Okay,
I'm back.
what was I gonna say? Oh yeah.
So,
Shout out to the people who are playing War Commander without any politics or without treating other humans like they're scum, like they're lizards, like any of that. Shout out to my new home sector. Where are we going this week? Sector 18. Yeah. And shout out to everyone out on YouTube and whoever made me a moderator. Shout out to you as well. Moderator of this YouTube, because now I can post a Discord link.
Hey. Sandman, you can you give the shout outs, please?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Rob, for having me on the panel show tonight. Thank you. I was hoping to get to see Kilroy shit, but that's okay. Just thanks for everybody, and I hope you have a good time.
Okay, thank you. Then I'll do the last one. Thank you all for watching for this show. I couldn't do this show without any help of the other guys, so thank you all for showing up. It's fun to make a show for the community, so let's keep doing that. Even if it's in the dawn of night here. And I want to give a big shout out to Shadow Killer. He's coming back into the game, so I hope friends and other people will help him get back up to speed. And I'll see you guys next week in the next Situation Room show. Have a good night.